Coming in with the hate already. I just turned the bot off. It wasn't working, Brian. So give me a second. I gotta cut it back on. Oh, it didn't already been turned on. You can't be booing already, bro. Like, y'all already cut away my Android channel. I don't understand. I don't understand how you come in with some hate. You probably should try that again, though. Let's see. Okay, good. There we go. The trash? Dang. I had to restart the bot. The bot wasn't working. I forgot to turn it off the other night. And so if you leave it on too many days in a row and don't use it, it goes in like this weird sleep mode. But what's good, Brian? I've been watching your iPhone case videos from Apple, bro. Them cases are trash. Apple's like, we make phones. F your cases. Get your cases elsewhere. You want a clear case? Cool. We're gonna put a white block on the back of it. Oh man. It was a miss though. They did miss it. They should have did a clear case with each color of the phone. I agree with you there. As a marketing point. Oh man. Finally got my deck working again. So there's that. Well, welcome everybody. Appreciate you guys popping in tonight on this Friday evening. We are here. Thank you for being you. If you hadn't, and I'm going to shameless plug this video, but I've started a somewhat new series on my sorry. I'm the treasurer for our fantasy football league, and someone just hit me up and asked me, "How much is it do again for this season?" $50 a game this season. 50 buckaroos or $50 a game. $50 for the season. I told my brother-in-law, I said, "Bro, you go up one more time on this dang on pot, I'm out." $50 is my max. And then I got a $20 one with the family league too. Like, bro, I don't know what y'all made of. I ain't made of money. Keep dipping it out of this picture I see. I don't know. I think I might go back to the box screen versus the faux green screen until I can get a real green screen going. Just because it is messes with the aesthetic. Get here again. All right. Sorry, guys. And then somebody else just hit me up about something else. So I want to respond to them real quick. All right. I think I got it all there. So, yeah. Got this new video that dropped for those who hadn't had the chance to watch it yet. Go check it out. That's the new video on the second channel. Post that over here for the people on Twitch. Yep, go check out the second channel. The second channel's a little different. A little different. All right, cool. Let's hop into the story. Thank you guys for coming by, hanging out tonight. I really do appreciate you, because you could be anywhere on Friday night, but you're hanging with me. Unlike my wife, who left to go over her friend's house. If you're watching, baby, I love you. Get home safely. All right, this is the second part of this quest. So when we first picked it up, there were 2 quests. We could pick one or the other. And we picked up the one. We went through that one. And now we're going to pick up the second one. And kind of go forward there. I've been waiting for what feels like days and eaten enough of FFXIV's tacos to feed an army. What is it you'd like to know? Our main concern was confirming the state of the road ahead. As I recall, to reach Urqopacha, we depart from the Arch of Dawn, then take the road west at the first fork. Should we be wary of anything along the way? That is indeed the way to Urqopacha. After the damage wrought by the recent downpour, however, you will be doing more stumbling than walking. But do take heart. When it comes to rugged terrain, we have a most dependable solution available. Come with me. Okay, so okay, I think God just hit me back. Oh, I hate leaving people waiting. Okay. He just wanted to know when I was available to talk. So I told him probably tomorrow. So I'm thinking about, obviously, already early rebranding my second channel's profile pic. I think I also need to put a banner up. And kind of go from there. Let's see. I feel like this time I should probably take the crystal, the ether shard, to where we're going. Go here. I'm gonna go down a little bit. Jump. Little fall damage. We'll get that back. Not a big deal. May I introduce you to our most dependable companion, the alpaca? Oh, yay. Crowell is quite taken by him, and Urqopacha is not. These animals can traverse Urqopacha's steep mountain trails as if they were gentle fields, and while carrying heavy loads, our merchants would be lost without them. So they feel much the same niche as our chocobos back home. You don't have alpacas in Erosia? Alpacas are native to Urqopacha, Erosia has its chocobos, and the eastern lands have their horses. Why go to the trouble of breeding another pack beast in a place which ill suits its qualities, and where it is not needed anyway? But must we ride these little monsters? I get the impression you aren't fond of alpacas. When I was small and being a bit naughty, I went around pulling on their wool. One of them spat on me, and it was the foulest stench you can imagine. It's actual true. Alpaca spit, and it's terrible. It's a terrible smell. Ah, I see. What are they like to ride? Alpacas bred as mounts are inquisitive and docile. Even without the experience, find them easy to handle. We're really doing this then. So, was my information useful to you? Yes, very helpful, even if it wasn't what I wanted to hear. Good. I'll take my payment now. You want me to pay you? I guess I should expect as much from a Pule merchant. Let me see what I have on me. The Pule value the act of spending joy through trade, as you should know. They take pride in making deals that benefit both parties. Here you go, a fair price for your fair advice. Yes, I made a trade with the third promise herself. My friends will never believe this. I shall be on my way now. I wish you safe travels. Off you go then, and thank you. I better not get spit on again. You brought that on yourself. Remain calm and gentle, and so will they. I'm still not happy about this, but if we need to ride alpacas to reach Urqopacha, then that's what we'll do. Urqopacha. Okay. Saying that wrong. Yorktour Urqopacha. Still said it wrong, I'm sure. It's okay. Urqopacha. Sound like tequila to me. Okay. Get on down. Okay. You should be able to see our first ether current. Here, Wilson. This is it. Wachipulua, home of the Pulapu. Urqopacha should have arrived before us. That's not good. You've come all this way for the right of succession. Oh, so this means I'm exchanging words with the future Dawn servant. Please, the outcome is far from decided, but it is a possibility. How fortunate then that I deal in cloaks woven from especially luxurious alpaca wool. Such a garment would look magnificent when draped over the shoulders of our budding ruler. And a nation's ruler should dress her best for her adoring people, yes? Finery for our finest lady. That's right. Come, third promise. My well-stocked shelves are but a few steps away. Finest lady? I like the sound of that. All right. I suppose a quick look wouldn't hurt. And what did we just talk about? Interville, when did you... Ah, a Shitan from far off Axturul. Northern winters are bitterly cold affairs, I am told. I cannot imagine how you survive them without a lovely warm cloak of quality alpaca wool. No thanks. No, thank you. I'm not in need of new clothes at the moment, and neither is the third promise. Perhaps another time. Of course. My shop door is always open. Man, these guys are some salesmen. They ABC, always be closing. You were saying something about not being easily charmed? I was just... As I mentioned previously, the Peel people live for bringing happiness through trade. They won't cheat you or sell you defective goods. They will, however, disarm you with their deft turn of phrases, and unwitting customers like Urqopacha fall prey to this affable approach time and time again. Your only recourse is a clear and firm refusal. They won't pursue the matter should you make your disinterest plain. They value insight into the minds of the people. Let us all take Arnold's words of caution to heart. Yes, Alpha Node, that means you, sir. Alpha Node is the biggest spender. Okay. So, to the south. I mean, how far? 150 miles to the south. Alright, first we're going to get this ether current. I guess it's somewhere up here. To the south. Should be able to see it if it's... to the southwest. Should be relatively close. Oh, there it is. It's always just some weird spot, I feel like. Time to switch the game up. Need to play a racing game or a fighting game or something. Yeah, not right now, Brian. I just want to, I got to get caught up to the wife. So, yeah, this is the game I'm playing for now. And now, if I was streaming more days, then yes, I'll be playing more games. So, this will probably be the game we'll finish the year out with. And then we'll add another new game as football season comes to an end. Because that is half the reason why I am not playing a different game. The other half is because the second channel. I've devoted a lot of my free time to that channel. I know there's sometimes, especially my last couple of videos, doesn't feel like it. But I do have all this information. I need to figure out time to sit down and how to put it together for the firearm insurance video. Let me stop calling it firearm insurance. Self-defense insurance, because they cover more than just firearms on all of them. And so I really need to find time to kind of put it all together. The tough part is that I kind of want more of a quieter setting, and with me not necessarily having my own personal space, it makes it tough at times. Love the videos. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. I put out a couple of different ones this week. The car combos. I hope you guys like the car combo ones. I'm going to be doing a couple more of those that I have some items on. I want to continue to still work on this self-defense one, which would be a great benefit, I think, to everybody. Quantity over quality. Just keep pushing out videos. Provide value and don't worry about perfection. Practice makes perfect. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do. But I do want to get some more additional, what's the word I'm looking for? I want to get some more quality content too. The one in the chamber one was great. Thanks, man. I appreciate that. Yeah, I think, and I was talking to my buddy about it today, my other buddy Jay Will, and he said, your video seems like it's geared more to somebody who's kind of in your same boat, who kind of really just got started or maybe hasn't been into it very long. And seems like that's the audience you're kind of going after, which is the audience I'm going after. I'm less than 1 year from owning my very first firearm, and I have a lot of mistakes. I got so many ideas and stuff I want to do. I got a holster video. Look, I got holsters. I got holsters, bro. Like all holsters. Just sitting here waiting for me to make a video, right? I got holsters. And I got one more sitting down here that I just can't pick up because I got too many holsters. And I got two more actually. I got the one that I've been manning for the last 2 weeks now. And that's the one that I really want to talk about soon. I also want to talk about my journey and how I got to that holster from all this. So, haven't watched the newest one yet. Yeah, the newest one was, what are you preparing for? Came from a conversation I had with my sister. So, hope you guys like that one as you watch it. Let me know your feedback in the comments. But right now, we're gonna Final Fantasy it. I'm not big into racing games. So I might do some kind of fighting game. There are some fighting games. It's never really been my niche. Man, that took some help from me. I was on the bike. Anyway, so yeah. Streaming wise, this is pretty much going to be it for the rest of the year. I got to get caught up to the wife and them. They're all done with all the stuff so far in this, and then there's 2 more expansions, or 2 more post quests that are coming out that I haven't done, that they're obviously haven't released yet. So my goal is to try to get caught up at least to the main story by the time that drops, and then catch up with them by the time we get ready to go to the next to last one. I think it's 2 more. It might even be 3 more. Let me look real quick. I think have we only had 2? 1, 2, 3. No, they've had 3, so they got 3 more coming. They've had 3 post quests, so they got 3 more coming. So yeah. All right. Get back to it. Not my finest moment, I'll admit, but now that we're here, let's do what we came to do, find the Elector. And I know this part of the game is kind of boring for most people, so I may not stream all the MSQ. Matter of fact, I'll probably stream the one after this one, just because it does have a dungeon, but then I'll probably start breaking it up. I'll probably do some of the stuff off camera as I'm picking up, and then as I'm doing dungeons and trials where I'm actually fighting versus just talking to people. We'll get into those and kind of go forward for there. But yeah, let's keep pushing. I missed stream. I didn't stream for almost 2 weeks, so I was just trying to get back into a regular routine. Trying to figure out my life pattern. It's been tough with work. I keep saying jump back into the game, but I keep talking. So it's been rough with work. I lost both my full-time teller and my part-time teller. I got a banker 1 that's coming out of training this week that's been at my branch for the last couple weeks, finishing up her training. So we've got her helping out on the line now. She's really eager to get going there. The good part about that is she's eager to get going. The bad part is I don't want her to make that her home. I don't want her to be comfortable on the line. But I kind of need her right now to be comfortable on the line. But I don't want her home to be on the line. Her job is to be a banker, and I want her to really own that, kind of like my last banker 1 did. And then my banker 2, one of my banker 2's daughter had an emergency C-section. And so that she's gone all this past week and all next week. So, but luckily I've had some help still from new people that don't quite understand or know what's going on 100%. One's someone that's a similar position to me, but not quite because obviously they don't have their own branch yet. So I've been kind of helping her. She's been wanting to learn things, so I've been teaching her some things. But she leaves. Her last day with us is Monday. And so she goes to her actual market or region. She goes on vacation, then she goes to her actual region when she gets back. And then her branch won't be open up until after January. And then I got a brand new float banker. Seems to be pretty solid, honestly. I really do. He's kind of mastered the let me help the customer in the office if I got them on the line kind of deal, which is kind of what we want from your PP1s when they're up there. But, it's just them understanding what I need to kind of help not only myself, but to help the customers. All right, for real, get back into the game. Get back into the game. Get back into the game. Allow me to propose a strategy then. Cryle, Alizé, and I will speak with the merchants. Urqopacha, Erdil, might try approaching travelers and passerbys. What does that leave for me to do? Duran, pray investigate any of the other establishments which catch your eye. Should we learn aught of use, let us rely it to the third promise. Okay. All right, cool. So, it's taking me right down to the crystal. I'm going to tune to a crystal. Tuning is important. And then we'll go over here first. The Dawn Servant Selector. Ah, I thought you were a new face in town. Here for the right of succession. I take it. Me? I don't much care who sits on the throne, so as long as they keep Taral peaceful. People tend not to be in a good mood to relax and sip our excellent mazikal once arrows and spears start flying, if you know what I mean. Speaking of which, would you like a cup? A joy shared is a joy doubled, I say. Yeah, no, I'm cool. Ah, right. Yes, you were asking about the elector business. Being but a freshly returned from my trade route, I've heard that there is a contest afoot, but not much else. Our head ledger, Tollable, could possibly tell you more about it. Okay. There's our next stop. Electors. Oh, yes, I've heard all about the right of succession. They're looking to put a new ruler on the throne, eh? Personally, I'm rooting for Zorolja. If the first promise wins, he'll look to expand our sphere of influence. That means access to more resources and more customers, and 1,000 columns potential. So many new trading opportunities to spread happiness far and wide. Others have been coming around to my way of thinking, so I've begun crafting goods inspired by the resilient sun. Would you care to purchase something? No, I would not. Very well. You said you wanted to know about the elector. I could help you, but I won't. I can tell you you're no supporter of Zorolja or his policies. I am not. Hello there. I'm Malibu. Did you have a question for me? Yeah. Can you tell us about the elector? Sorry, I don't know about any electors. You should take a moment to see our prize alpacas before you leave, though. Oh, but be sure to admire them from a respectful distance. Get too close, and our nervous darlings may be tempted to spit on you, and that stuff stinks. It happened to a visiting buyer not so long ago, Tolbul. That's the head of ranchers. Was so mad at me for not giving a proper warning. No one makes a mistake without Tolbul noticing. He knows everything that happens on this ranch. Okay. Sounds like we need to find Tolbul. Or Tobli. I think is how you might say it. Tobli. Tolbul. All right. You really have a watch for yourself around these silver-tongued peddlers. I almost bought a bottle of mezcal and a stack of blankets. And then there was this enchanting ornament. Anyways, did you manage to learn that Tobley is the man to talk to about the contest? Now, if only they'd share where his head ledger of theirs is to be found. Didn't get that either. Really, he is also the head rancher. Well, the Alpacas Ranch is not far from here. I say we pay it a visit before the others return. Don't think that's how we're supposed to do this, but okay. A lot of walking. Less chory right now. Sort of. It's still very chory. What? We were just over here, Urqopacha. This isn't the ranch. Maybe it is. That is a lot of alpacas. And still, we know the head ledger could be here somewhere. I can't let fear deter me. Not to say that I'm scared, of course. Okay, whatever. Whatever, kid. Excuse me. Sorry. Excuse me. Is one of those workers Tobley? Tobley? Oh, yes. He likes to mingle with the ranch hands and keep an eye on things. I can't tell you which one he is, though. You can't? Is this part of the contest? All I can say is that Tobley often mentions his favorite pungent subject. He also can't resist a profitable trade, though who among us could? Am I right? Still, if you bring him a very good deal, he might let his identity slip. So it's like a game. Easy enough. All I have to do is offer Tobley a deal he cannot ignore. No problem at all. Well, maybe one problem. I don't think my purse is deep enough to pay everyone we might think be Tobley. Let's ask some questions first to narrow down the field. Great. We can meet back here to share our impressions. Okay. Well, obviously I'm not Tobley. I mean, oops, I shouldn't have said that. You're meant to find out for yourself who Tobley is, or if an elector is even in the village at all. Good luck. Ah, a visitor from across the salt, if I'm not mistaken. Be warned, the alpacas will spit if you startle them. I suggest you keep your movement slow and deliberate. You think I might be Tobley? Well, maybe I am. All I will say is that in this village, none have reared more alpacas than I. Am I Tobley? Yes, that's me. Excellent work from the third promise and her entourage. Sharp instincts. Shall we commence the rite of succession then? I don't think that's Tobley. I see we're both done with our interrogations. So, who do you think it is? I have my suspicions, but let's hear yours pick. I think it's the boastful rancher. That loud, boastful fellow? I suppose he could be, Tobley. Only one way to find out. Nothing would make me happier than knowing your identity. So how about we make a deal and you tell me the truth? I have money. Haha. Then I agree to your trade. Done and done. As for my part of the bargain, I am not Tobley. Oh, oops. Not the head ledger, and I'm not the head rancher, just a humble ranch hand. You're not him? Damn it, Duran, I trusted you. That coin could have bought me 300 gourmet tacos. No, I can't let this taco tragedy distract me from what matters most. We need to determine which one is Tobley. Let's go with the diligent ranch hand. Ah, the worker so intent on stable chores. I had my eye on that one too. Time to rip the mask off of our mystery ranch hand, so to speak. Gonna cost us a lot of money. Well, you know what you told me, and to prove it, I propose a deal, a generous sum of coin for confirmation of your true identity. An offer I gladly accept. As you have correctly guessed, I am indeed Tobley, head ledger of the Urqopacha and head rancher of the family ranch. I am also one of the Goblajaja's chosen electors. Ah, in a place featured in Tuliola's saga, just as we thought, though it took me more coin than I would have liked to know for certain. She found you out of fair and square, Tobley, and I'm glad she did. We've been a pity had her bid ended here. Consider the fact it was a little bit hard. Pause. That wasn't fair. He just kind of scared the other person by staring at him. Why do we have to catch an alpaca? seems awfully odd. I'm not gonna lie. I don't want to. Wow. What? Ugh. Gross. Hmm. Excuse me. What? Oh man. Oh, you just gonna try to brood it. Okay. Oh, excuse me. Man, I don't know why I can't stop yawning. I'm tired. I'm not gonna lie. And I gotta work in the morning. Okay. I had to go and wash that nasty stuff off my face. I think I got it all off. But would you mind taking a sniff for me just to make sure? The stench has ruined my sense of smell. Not smelling your face. Hey, I saw that look. Good, I'm glad you seen it. As for you to understand, I'm not about to sniff your smelly face. I don't care who you are. Okay, as Urqopacha helps to demonstrate, the valley alpacas are weary of people. Getting close enough to catch one will not be an easy task. You might have warned me about that earlier. I have enough trouble with tame alpacas. How do you expect me to wrangle a wild one? With the proper saddle, we infuse the leather with a relaxing scent that soothes the spitting beast. Wonderful. Give me one of those, then. Have you perhaps forgotten? We are a clan of merchants. If you want a taming saddle, then you'll need to find a saddler and make them an offer. They don't come cheap, of course. Crafting a saddle will cost you the equivalent of 10 pel in the thousands column. You mean 10,000 pel? I don't have that kind of coin. Converting gil that comes to around 1,000,000 or so. Mayhap if we all pitch in. No, this is my feat to accomplish. I wouldn't feel right about having others pay the cost. I'll find the money somehow. In that case, that basket of wool is worth the sum you paid me earlier, 1 pel in the 100 column. Beginning with the wool, you can trade for every more valued goods until you have something suitable to bargain with for the saddle. That's a nice gesture, but you think I can turn 100 pel into 1,000,000? That's 10,000 times more? We need 10,000 pel, not 1,000,000. So we're looking at 100 times more. Oh, right. I panicked and I got confused with Alpha Note's million gil. I'm not so sure about this trading ideal. You were almost talked into buying a cloak you didn't need mere moments after you arrived. But I hate it when you're right. And let me help you with your deal making. Oh, hello again. Mablu. I work here as a wrench hand, but I've also learned a lot about peddler profession. Is it alright if I aid them now? Yes? I guided the claimant towards the first step of the feat, like you asked. As long as Urqopacha goes along and captures her alpaca, she is free to accept assistance from whomever she likes. Hooray! Let's see about getting you that saddle then, Third Promise. I don't know why you made your offer, but I could only use an ally with a beak for bargains. Welcome aboard, Mablu. Should the rest of us stay behind, perhaps? It may be easier to haggle over prices without so many voices chiming in. Yes, stay here. Pitch in with the ranch work. With Mablu gone, I'll need extra hands to tend to the alpacas. Gladly. Although Duran, I think you should go with Urqopacha. Yeah, I'm not staying to talk to the alpacas. You've seen markets in bazaars the world over, and surely have sage advice to share. In that case, you should also hold on to the alpaca's wool. If it is misplaced or soiled in some way, you'll have nothing to bargain with. As if I'd do such a thing, but I'll leave the wool with the rand anyway. The better to keep my hands free. Yeah, everything goes in this little pouch that you don't see. To begin, I suggest we try trading wool to Havlo, the saddler. He won't agree to the deal, of course, but it'll give us an idea of how much he'll accept for his wares. Ah, Ace beat the fever. Man, they handled him too. By 12. Okay. Off we go. You know what? Didn't really to the northeast, so that way at some point. Okay. All right, it's Hadley. Something I can do for you? We've come to bargain. I need one of your special taming saddles to catch a wild alpaca. A saddle, is it? And how will you be paying for it? With this basket of fine alpaca wool. What use does a saddle maker have for wool? Besides, this would barely cover the cost of a single strand buckle. Offer me something I actually want. And what might that be? Mazakal. I like to nurse a cup a day at day's end while I inspect my finished work. Bring me a jug of the quality stuff and you've got yourself a deal. Sorry guys, I just wanted to check the weather. It's gotten awfully cold in this front room. This bodes well for us, I promise. Such mazkal can be had for only 5 pel in the 1,000 columns. Hold on. Did you say third promise? Then my offer has changed. The saddle is going to cost you a jug of premium mazakal, aged 3 years at least. 3 years? That stuff is valued at 10,000 pel or more. Why have you doubled the price? Because I must support the man of ambition who will see my business prosper. Zoro Ja will go to war, and his cavalry will need saddles. Lots of saddles. It's nothing personal, third promise, but I won't sell you my craft for anything less than my asking price. Man, told him he was the third promise, she'd be in there. Could have got it for the cheap. Can't say that I blame him. I know for chipping peace, and peace is unlikely to bring him more customers. Those of our grandparents' generation remember the dark days when the clans were at war. Many of these Pule pray for your victory, Urqopacha. The younger ones, though, to them, strife and bloodshed are as children's stories. They think themselves safe from those horrors and take the peace we now enjoy for granted. Still, Still others are unsatisfied with this quiet prosperity and crave the future the second promise envisions. They've become obsessed with innovation like the dirigibles that have made trade swift and easy. Then you have those like Havli, convinced that the first promise plan for conquest will afford them opportunities for great profit. But what about you, Mablu? Aren't you of the younger generation? At least a year or two younger than me, I'd say. Huh, I was raised on old tales. I've memorized the accounts of what it was like when Yokhu ruled our village. That is why I offered to help. I want you to become our Dawn servant, to keep our nation from going back to the way it was. Well then, I guess I better make sure that I win the contest. But that type of mazakal the saddle maker wants is so very expensive. Weren't we expecting to need 10,000 pella from the outside? Nothing's changed. We just need to get on with it. I may not have a head for trade or the stomach for alpacas, but I want to give up with the piece of Tuliolo on the line. Then neither will I. We will make you Dawn servant. Aiming for that 10,000 pel jug right away will only bring us failure and frustration. So let's first try exchanging the wool for anything even a touch more valuable. The trick is to find someone who needs alpaca wool and is willing to trade at a loss to acquire it. Someone who supports your bid for the throne, for instance. But he got a good deal on wool. Of course, the weaver. Nook, his name, I believe. He went out of his way to say he agreed with my vision and he was here to buy wool. I think I remember the direction he was going, but for now, let's head back to the road where we first met him. Get to this little, not just the cutscene, but try to get to the end of the quest line here. This particular quest line. Then I'm gonna run back and grab a sweatshirt because it has gotten chilly. It's got super chilly. This is a spot after Luke talked to us. He walked off to the south. Then he was probably going to XIV's inn. Most visitors to Urqopacha end up staying there. Let's go and check, shall we? So, at some point we'll go back that way. So, looks like we're heading this way. This is where that other ether current would have been. Nook. Can I have the basket, Duran? Okay. Thanks. Now let's see if we can turn a profit. Nook, I'm glad we found you. Are you interested in making a trade? Third promise? You wish to do business with me? Might I ask what this is all about? Man, it really I see. So the goal is to turn the basket of wool into a jug of 3-year-old premium Mazakal. Then allow me to invest in your efforts. Peace and to rule is what allows me to cross freely into the lands of my suppliers. Naturally, I prefer that one pledge to preserve that peace win the throne. Thus, do I humbly offer you this wool poncho, a small token that I pray contributes to your victory. Oh, that's fine craftsmanship. A garment like that would easily fetch 5 pel in the hundreds column. That's very generous, Boluk. Thank you. I promise we won't let you down. I have every faith in you, Third Promise. May fortune bless your future dealings. I can't believe you quadrupled your investment with your first deal. We're off to a spectacular start. Only because the Rand remembered our Weaver friend. All I did was hand over the wool. That's not true. The connections you built with people are vital. This is one of the most fundamental preceptions of trading. One you've instinctively mastered. You think so? I know so. Now, let's take our 500 pel poncho and trade it for something even more valuable. Here, Duran, you take the poncho. If I lost it somehow, Ernderville would never let me hear the end of it. All set. Our next deal is waiting to be found. Okay. Success. You traded 100 pel basket of alpaca wool for 500 pel wool poncho. All right. Man, just hoping to get to the end. Get the green one. Leveraging connections is a sound strategy, but we should also consider supply and demand. An individual in urgent need of a good poncho will offer more than a merchant simply looking to stock his shelves. That makes sense, but how do we know if someone needs a poncho? They have a fabulous sense of style, or they aren't wearing one. Yeah, let's go with they aren't wearing one. That's the obvious answer, isn't it? We look for a person without a poncho and hope they are eager to buy ours. Yes, there you go. We find the demand for our supply. So, where should we begin our search for prospective buyers? There are any number of places, but we could do worse than starting right here at the inn. There might be an interested travelers. Who here needs a poncho? A lot of Mulajah hardly wear anything to begin with. Those are probably lands guards or sellswords. Mulajah, a soldier for a living, prefer not to wear much above the waist. It hampers their movement. So, even if they had bare shoulders, Mulajah carrying arms can be struck off the list. Okay. So professional fighters like those of the Landsguard would have little. Okay, we've already went through that. Okay. Disconnected, sweaty, resting. Seems like he's got gear on. Let's see. This one here might be the most. Let's see. No coat or cloak, but also no weapon. Oh, we might have a winner. Ho there, friend. You are not a mercenary by trade, right? I was curious about your bold choice of dress, or lack thereof. Huh. It was no choice of mine, believe me. I was attacked by a beast on the way here, and barely escaped with my scales intact. My coat was not so lucky. I'm actually a tool maker from Tuliolo, and was dressed quite smartly. All the better to show the Pule I am a man who takes pride in his appearance, and therefore his work as well. But now look at me. Well, sir, this is your lucky day. What a splendid poncho. This would be the perfect replacement for the coat I lost. We'd be willing to part with it if you'd like to make a trade for one of your fine tools, perhaps. What about this hatchet? I crafted it myself and will vouch for its quality. The blade looks sharp and the haft well made. I value it at 1 pel in the 1,000 column. Ho ho! From 500 to 1,000, we have a deal. Wonderful! A fine garment such as this should put me on even footing with any pool merchant, like the eponymous owner of Millpool's Mate Garden, for one. Her field hands use hatchets to harvest the mate, and I thought to impress her with the tool I sold you. No matter, I have other wares to sell. Glad I'm here. Glad I have met you. Did you hear that? We've already found our next buyer. To Midpool's Mate Garden we go. Yes, it is a fair distance on foot. We should take alpacas. Oh, here we go. We want to take alpacas. Okay. The one will be calm type, right? Okay, sorry guys, I had a couple messages coming to us. Just trying to make sure it wasn't anything important. For those who are here hanging out with your boy, just kind of chilling in the background, thank you very much. I appreciate it. We are traveling through the Final Fantasy Dawntrail beginning story here. We are right now trading to try to get to 10,000 pel so we can purchase this drink. And I personally am trying to get to a stopping point. We might make this a stopping point. Yeah. Nope. It's coming up right here. Okay, cool. Well, well done. Recognizing the toolmaker as a potential customer. If you a mind to change professions, you'd make an excellent merchant. All right, cool. All right, I'll be right back, guys. I need to go grab a sweatshirt. It is back. All right, so Malibu's Dream. That puts us, okay. After this one, 3 more. Before we get moving, you should be the one to hold this. With that, I suppose we should hop on the alpacas Malibu has so kindly provided. Okay, ready to go? Let's mount up. And off we go. Don't spit, please don't spit. I mean, you're on it now, so you'll be fine. These ones are accustomed to people. I still don't trust them. You have a knack for writing, no matter what you say. Without our alpaca friends, we Pool would never have become traveling merchants. Can you imagine walking all the way across Tulu? Warzorma, was that the name? A forbidden sight, isn't it? One never appreciated up close. You have to take the long way around the cliffs to get there, to the highlands belonging to Urqopacha. So, Mob Lou, you said you were learning about the peddler profession. You don't care to work the wrench? No, I love it. I love working with alpacas. But becoming a peddler has always been a dream of mine. It's just, I'm not sure I have the talent for it. If I could help you buy the taming saddle, though, then I'd be proof that I can do this after all. In that case, you best get ready to be a merchant. I'm not doing anything. They write it on their own, so. We made it, and without a single smelly incident. I sent the alpacas back to Evikolov Inn, so we'll walk along the main road when we return to the village. Speaking of the road's travel, you were adopted by the Dawn servants, weren't you, Third Promise? That I was. Then perhaps you understand. I was an orphan too, you see. Tubli took me in. He took in all the ranch hands, actually. All of them? Yes, and everyone works hard at their chores, grateful for the opportunity to repay the head ledger's generosity. Yet, here I am, the only one wanting to go off and be a merchant. I'm sorry. I don't know why I'm telling you this. We need to keep trading things for your saddle if you're to be prepared for the Feast of Gold. As it's mate harvesting season, they can't have too many quality hatchets. Add to that Urqopacha's way with people, and we should have no trouble making a favorable deal. That's Miplu herself over there. Pass the hatchet to the Third Promise, and let's get to bargaining. So we went from 100 to 5, from 5 to 1,000. So hopefully we get to about closer to 5,000. Still, otherwise we're going to be dealing a lot. You have that little axe for me? Thanks. Now to see what we can get for it. You're Miplu, the owner of these fields. I have mine to trade if you're interested. Well, well, the third promise. I might be convinced to entertain the proposal. What do you have to offer? This hatchet, forged by a seasoned artisan, the razor edge of this exceptional tool will make light work of your crops. The quality is acceptable. I suppose I offer you a large sack of mate leaves in exchange. A sack of mate leaves is valued at 1 pail in the 10,000 column, the same price as the hatchet. This deal would bring us no closer to Mazakal. If I may, Mistress Niplu, it's harvesting season, is it not? Does not the demand for the hatchet afford them a higher value? It is indeed the season, which is why I procured a ample batch of tools well in advance. We've missed a window for demand. In that case, we'll have to fall back on our connections. Think of it this way. A generous deal here will put you in the third promise's good graces. Surely that's worthy of consideration. I do not wish to give offense, but I must tell you that I stand with the second promise. His innovations will improve every aspect of our lives, I believe, including farming, and I will no longer have need of hatchets. I assure you that I have nothing but respect for Urqopacha. That is why I'm prepared to purchase a spare hatchet at a fair price. I suppose it is fair, given your reasons, but we ourselves would be no better off for the transaction. How about this then? If we were to help bring in your harvest, would you give us a better deal? As a matter of fact, I would. Until Conan's reform comes about, I can always use more hands in the fields. Then you can go ahead and add our labor to the bargain. Added value to tip the scales. How could I have forgotten one of the most basic rules of trading? You can rest here if you like, Mablu. Duran and I have mate to gather. Oh no, I'm helping too. Off to the fields then, and mind you, pick the healthy leaves. I'll take 5 good bundles from each of you. Something over here. Flying around. This is a little bitty thing. Oh, I got something going on in Discord. Let me just check Discord real quick. Oh, it's this. I forgot about that. Alrighty. Looks like we're going to go harvest here. Must be on the other side of this wall. Here. Let's grab this one real quick. Music in here is kind of quiet. If you're tired, it puts you to sleep. It's definitely kind of quiet. All right. Oh, this is a quick quest. Oh, excuse me, y'all. You've brought me some leaves, then? I have. Thank you guys who is all here hanging out in the background, chilling. Make sure that you, if you get a chance, if you haven't already hit the like button on the YouTube side, hit the like button, and jump in and say what's up. I do not bite. I promise you, I do not bite. An acceptable harvest. We'll see how your companions fare before I make any decisions, though. Here, we've brought our share as well. Yeah, they didn't have little sparkly things to tell them where they were. Thank you, Third Promise. This is more than enough to hold up your end of the bargain. Now, it is time to honor mine. After adding the value of your labor to the price of the hatchet, I am prepared to offer you a full sack of our highest grade mate leaves. Premium mate! Bought at a shop, one sack of those leaves could cost no less than 5 pel in the 1,000 columns. There we go. Making some ground up. Then we can bid farewell to this hatchet. I'll give it a good home. Talk of the contest aside, I'm glad we could come to a mutual agreeable trade. As am I, all the best with the rest of your harvest. Bablu, what is wrong? It's as I was saying before, even after everything Tobly's done for me, I'm planning to abandon it all and become a merchant. But then I needed your help after forgetting a basic rule of trade. How can I expect Tobly to accept my decision then? Have you mentioned your plans to leave? Not exactly. I wanted to prove I could succeed as a peddler before I declared my intentions. I seek to follow my father's footsteps, but not because he expects it of me. I want to preserve rule's peace and become Dawn servant. Happens to be the best way to do it. You should live a life of your own choosing, and I wouldn't be surprised if Tobly held the same opinion. So talk to him. You're right. It is better to find out for sure than worry over what he might say. Thank you for the advice. What's that smile? The smile was like, it was supposed to be a polite smile, but it definitely was more scary. But first, we have a saddle to buy. I want that success under my belt so I can be sure of my decision. What's next then? We try to trade our tea leaves for something halfway to 10,000 pel? No, I think we're close enough now. I say we go straight for the premium mezcal. Bargain our way into double the value, eh? Think you can do it? Trust me, I will make this trade work. I admire you, Third Promise. That you're holding your own against such a strong competition for the throne is inspiring. Am I really holding my own against Kona and Zolorja? I mean, of course I am. I am Urqopacha of the Dawn's Promise, after all. Okay. A few more quest. Florida State forces overtime. Virginia's giving Florida State all kind of problems. You success. You traded 1,000 pale hatchet for 5,000 pale sacks of top grade mate level leaves. Okay, great. We've figured that out. Appreciate it. All right. A premium deal. Before we go, let me give you the mate leaves. I don't need to risk proving Andrew's point. What is good, everybody? For those who are here watching, we are in the Final Fantasy game in the Dawntrail expansion. We were pretty much still kind of at the beginning. There was a split between two roads we had to take. We took the first road on Wednesday night. We're taking the second one tonight. We're going to get through that, and then we're going to probably call the stream there. But and then I'm going to probably not stream so much of the MSQ until we get. Well, I'll probably stream the next part of MSQ because there's a dungeon in there. But then, like, as we go through and there's not as many dungeons or trials that need to be done, I'll try not to stream as much of the story and try to keep you guys still somewhat connected so you guys know what's going on when I do stream this game. All right. Ready then? Our next stop is the MSQ Distillery. Okay. To the northwest. Okay, so we can't let that not be a thing. I feel like I should be able to see it. There it is. Okay. To the east, which is where we're going. All right. Fall damage. All right, so 334 yalms. For that next ether current. Ether currents, for those who don't follow the game with me, or how I can begin to start flying in areas. You have to unlock all the ether currents either through the story quest or through the ether current clouds. Okay, so that one's a little bit further north that way. All right, I won't worry about it so much right now. How much further we gotta go? I feel like I need to go around some stuff. Okay, that's going back the other way. Could have took the crystal back. I would have had to pay for that. So I was like, I'll just ride through. Take in the scenery of all that land. Well, I want to speak with a man by the name of Gobley. Even among his fellow distillers, he's regarded as a master of the craft. He knows the value of his product. So, if we were to convince him to trade for twice what the leads are worth, we're going to need a targeted information. That means asking around and taking and taking in the gossip. If you could talk to people here in the distillery, Duran, perhaps Urqopacha could do the same at the village entrance. Meanwhile, I'll head to the north side and see what I can learn. Okay. Still kind of chorish, but not, warrior chores. It's kind of what we do. But we're doing chores for a reason. There's not much I can say about Gobley, but I can tell you what Gobley's been saying. The other day, he was muttering about monsters prowling around agave jaws. That's the fields where they gather ingredients for the mezcal. Their presence has made it harder to pronounce said ingredient, or procure said ingredient, thus driving up the price of his product. A boon, some might argue, but it's hard to celebrate when it affects the work as it does. Can't rightly bring joy to people if you can't keep making the thing they love. Gobley might be a deft hand at distilling, but he's got no sense when it comes to appearances. Rumor has it he's been invited to the palace for business negotiations. If he presents himself to the court wearing his usual rumple attire, though, he'll be laughed out of sun perch. Okay, so he needs agave. He needs to take care of the things around the agave, and he needs clothing. Okay. Me, I'm a chef from Tuliolo. I often come here to buy Gobley's mezcal, the finest in Turul, according to my customers. He always brings out a jug during our dealings, but I can't handle the stuff too well myself. I take a small sip, not wanting to be impolite, you understand, but still end up so addled as to agree to whatever the price he quotes me. It would be nice to have less potent refreshments during such a conservation. Else I might have seriously reconsider our arrangement. Okay. So, what did you find out? Look, man, this dude needs clothes. He needs. We can make use of all those tidbits. The deal is as good as sealed. As for me, I found out where Gobley is working. There is a millstone at the top of the slope behind the distillery. You go on ahead. I'll bring Urqopacha. Ugh, my ear itches. Okay. Nope. Need to go to the other side. How the heck do I get up there? Okay. I think I need to go up some more. Definitely went too far. Oh, I can see this right here. There we go. You have business with me, sir? Why don't we talk below so as not to distract the alpaca from his work? Now, what's this about? What's this about? Keep it brief if you would mind. If you would. I'm a busy man. We're in the market for a 3-year-old jug of premium Mazakal, assuming you have any on hand, that is. Ah, an excellent choice. I must warn you, though, it doesn't come cheap. We don't have Pell, but we can offer a sack of Mateleys in exchange. It's top grade stuff, like the Mazakal. No deal. Mateleys are well and good, but I don't have any use for them. No deal? Just like that? Still, I'd hate to send you away empty handed. Why don't we sit and chat a while over a cup of mezcal? Now the real bargaining begins. Which of our cards do you want to play first? Let's go with the monsters in the fields. Let's hold on to that one. We need to consider our timing. Well, then, I guess the first one then. I appreciate your hospitality, but I'm afraid I can't hold my drink. I've heard one of your regular customers, a Hobie Go chef, is is the same. Seeing as not everyone can enjoy mezcal, I wonder if you might benefit from having other refreshments to offer. Something like mate tea, for instance, and brewed from the finest leaves, of course. Ah, you're right. Absolutely right. I had noticed a growing reluctance on the part of my Hobie Go friend, but I did not realize I myself was to blame. I must endeavor to be a better host. Still, even with that added value in mind, no second lease is worth the mezcal you're after. I guess we're gonna. Should we offer to call the monsters causing them trouble? No, not yet. We'll keep that card up our sleeves until we need it. As I expect you're aware, the rite of succession is currently taking place. That's why the third promise has graced us with her presence. When the contest is decided, the subsequent ascension ceremony and banquet would be a prestigious affair. If your mezcal were to be served there, it would bring your distillery immensible fame. Wait, could it be that your rumored invitation to the palace is to discuss that very possibility? As a matter of fact, yes. I must admit, I'm still reeling from the abruptness of all of it. It would be a great honor and opportunity if I could secure the deal. Well, I should think your exceptional mezcal would speak for itself. That said, there's no such thing as being too prepared. The first impressions last. You want to be weary. You want to be wearing your very best when you walk into Volk Shanas. It would be such a shame to miss the chance of a lifetime simply for want of proper garments. That it would. That it would. Are you saying you have garments to offer? Something ideal for court? We have no garments on hand, I'm afraid, but we can provide you with the next best thing, an introduction to a weaver. His name is Bol Nok, and his works are highly regarded in Tuliyola. As a supporter of Urqopacha and keen observer of the palace politics, he will doubtlessly be happy to guide you in the selection of an outfit to fit this golden occasion. That's certainly a tempting proposal, and one which I should like to take full advantage, but the scales still aren't quite balancing. I guess it's time. Say, weren't there monsters running amok in the Agabala jaws? That's a problem we could easily solve for you. Truly, I would be most grateful for your immediate assistance. I was resigning to hire sellswords to clear them out. Factoring in that saved expense and an introduction to a trusted weaver, this is shaping up to be a sound bargain. All right, you have yourself a deal. Yes, I knew you'd come around. Give us a moment, and Durand and I will take care of those prowling nuisances. In the meantime, I'll use the time to pen an introductory letter to Bol Luke. The fields you're looking for are just to the north of Urqopacha. Be safe. Okay, there we go. We're going to the fields to go take care of these monsters. Bro, it is. You talk about a temperature drop. It is dropped. I believe we are going in the direction. To the northeast, so it's up that way. Oh, there's Urqopacha. Okay. That should be the Agave jaw just over there. This will go fast if we split up. Come and find me once you finish clearing out your share of the pest. There we go. So we are okay. We're close enough to the ether current. We should find it soon. Okay. We'll take care of these, and then we'll go find the ether current. There goes the other one. Stairs up there. Compared to the creatures I hunted with Papa, this was no challenge at all. Come, let us head back to the distillery. All that is left is to give Ma Baloo the sack of leaves so she can seal the deal. Let's ride back. I think there's another one close by. Yeah. Got a little ways to go for that one. Something else I can do on my downtime. The only problem is if I try to watch TV while I'm playing over here, the TV in the game system are hooked into the same port, same monitor, so it doesn't work out so well. Those monsters were no trouble for you, it seems. Now, if I could just have the sack of leaves. Thank you for looking after our precious trade goods. All right. Your monster problem has been resolved, Master Gobley. Here are the mate leaves in the written introduction to Bull Nook as agreed. I had some popcorn right before the stream. Kernels are stuck in my teeth. Then the deal is done. Here, your jug of premium Mazel aged 3 years. Please accept it with my compliments. Yes, we finally have Mazakal. Mazakal. Great work, especially you, Ma Blue. You were the one that inspired me to come this far, Third Promise. But let's not celebrate until we have the saddle in hand. Ma Blue, is it? You drive a hard bargain, young peddler. I look forward to doing business with you in the future. Thank you, but truth be told, I'm just a ranch hand. For now, should I ever become a proper merchant though, I'll be back to strike more deals with you. All right, premium deal. So now we're on our way to get the saddle, and then one of the quests prior to that. There we go. All right, Urqopacha, let's get going. Even at the palace, I don't think I've held a 10,000-pound jug of anything before. My hands won't stop shaking. Here, you better hold on to it until we get to the saddle maker. Can you imagine if we dropped it and had to start all over again? Luckily, Havil's place is not that far. We just need to head across the plaza. All right, across the plaza. I think it's something around the bend here. Ah, this is it. the trade we've been working towards. Whew, still in one piece. Right. Time to make our deal. Get your tools ready, saddler. We've brought your precious MSQ. Wait, you actually got your hands on a jug? But you had nothing, a few measly clumps of wool. What we had was an aspiring trader with a gift for negotiation. Oh, someone's at my door. Who's that peeping in my window, pal? Although I'd sooner A, no claim it, but so will Ja. I cannot go against the guiding principles of the Pew Pew.
I'm home, husband.
Yeah, I hear you, baby. Hey, babe.
Lock the door.
Huh?
I locked the car door.
You locked the car door?
Yes.
Thank you. The trade is a fair one. I will craft you a saddle, third promise. Great. Stay and wait if you like. I have all the requisite materials, so this won't take long. Oh, Virginia still beat Florida State. My boy LJ ain't gonna be happy. Your commission is ready. Catching a wild alpaca is never a simple affair, but you'll have an easier time with one of my saddles. Now, if you don't mind, I have other work that needs finishing. Ah, I can taste its smooth mazakal already. Oh, excuse me. We did it. The saddle is ours. And to think we started with only 100-pail basket of alpaca wool. My blue, you are going to be an incredible merchant. Thank you. It makes me so glad to hear you say that, third promise. Got what we came for. So let's return to the ranch. The others will be waiting. Okay, there we go. Yep, got the saddle. Appreciate it. All right. All right, we gotta catch up with everybody else. Excuse me. Thank you, everybody who was here still hanging out with your boy tonight. Appreciate you guys hanging out while we chilling along through the story. You've acquired the saddle then? Yes, and thanks in no small part to Mablu. Mablu? However you say her name. Before you rush off to catch an alpaca, though, let me teach you how to saddle one. I'll bring out one of our wild-born friends so you can practice. I know. Oh, excuse me. I know. This is something I need to learn. great sucking God. I did it. Wait a minute, she did it on the first try? He hardly seemed bothered, much less inclined to spit, as if he was completely accepting of Urqopacha's touch. That is because of the singular scent with which the saddle has been coated. Alpacas find it very soothing. You know, I've never taken a good long look at one of you before, but you're actually kind of cute. You're only now noticing that? Zoroja, he's back. Having done exactly what he set out to do. That alpaca he brought, is it just me, or is it glowing? I've heard tales of such beasts. They say the golden alpaca lives in solitary existence deep in the valley, where it shuns the company of both man and its own kind. How did he manage to snare a prize like that? A beast knows its betters. Faced with overwhelming strength, it will yield rather than risk death. An apt illustration of how greatly the power of the first promise exceeds yours, Urqopacha. Strength alone won't win him our father's throne. I'll be the one to find the golden city, and then Tural can remain at peace. An everlasting desire for peace can only be forged in the fires of war. To unite as one, the people must be taught. They must suffer the horror and the hopelessness firsthand. Exhaustion from prolonged conflict, the wages of war, merciless nature. These are what moved the clans to join in founding of Tuliyola all those years ago. Considering the younger generation of this village, since birth they have basked in unbroken harmony, and behold, they regard war not as tragedy, but opportunity. Thus does this resilient son seek to provide education. He offers much needed lessons in the realist of the conquest and renewed appreciation for peacetime. 'Tis true that war's misery breeds a longing for peace. But I have seen with my own eyes what has become of the empire forged through the violence you propose, the rebellions it spawned, and the ruins it left behind. The Garland Empire was a congregation of simpletons. The oppressed fought back against their oppressors, as well they should. Men are not beasts. Only a fool would seek to rule over all with the threat of force alone. This is why Gul Jaja did not elevate Manul Jah, why he treated all clans with equal respect. However, the first promise has his gaze fixed upon more distant horizons. He would unite not only Tuliyola, but the star in its entirety. What? Why? I need not explain myself to you. Oh, well done indeed, First Promise. Has completed the feat of the gold with an appropriately golden flourish. May I present to you your much deserved keystone. He's always been like that, never sharing in his innermost thoughts with me, or even with Kona. It's like we're not even family. Man, she don't hurry up and go get her alpaca. I'll ponder Zoro Jah and his mysteries later. Right now, I need to think about finishing the feat of gold. I have my saddle. I've practiced how to use it. So, lead on to where the wild alpacas roam. The valley of the Onkur, yeah, it was northwest of here. Come on, everyone. Even if we can't enter ourselves, we could see Wuklama off on her hunt. Well, that is not where I need to go. Let's hit the bike. Okay. We're kind of going the way we need to go. Bro, why are you messing with me? Oh, head in the right direction. To the west. So it's back this way. Oh, there it is. Okay, I gotta get up a little higher. All right. Go grab this ether current and then we can get this show on the road. Okay, so gotta probably go back that way. Took the easy way down. I almost killed myself. And then we get to go cheer her on. Thanks to everybody who is here still chilling, hanging out with your boy. Because I finish up this part of the story. We're gonna get through the end of this. It's this, and then one other. We get to the end of this one, then one more part of the quest, and we'll have that whole little quest section done. Oh, they actually did have to put the tent up, huh? And they got a fire going. I hear my phone keep chirping. am so relieved the third promise came back to us safely. And the alpaca she tamed is a healthy-looking beast. Surely this will be enough to satisfy the feat of gold. Let's see. Ice blue dye. Raptor blue dye. Let's get dye. Let's get one of the blue dyes. Urqopacha still seems to be a bit unsteady on her feet. Hardly surprising after she spent the night chasing alpacas. You know what will melt away fatigue like magic, though? Mate tea. I'll run to the ranch and get a pot brewing. That way you can take your time, and the tea will be ready when you arrive. As Mablu so wisely suggested, we shall set a slower pace for our exhausted third promise. Back to where we came from. To the southwest, which is that way. Ooh. Nah, we won't go get another. Yeah, we won't go get another one tonight. It's just that way. But not tonight. Came back ahead of the others, did you? I should hurry along with the tea, then. Urqopacha can't be that far behind. Okay. Turn it in, we'll get the keystone, then we'll be done with this one. Whoa, the tea really is magical. I feel better already. I see you've become more comfortable around our fuzzy friends. Watching this one taught me a lot about alpacas. What grass and fruits they eat, what sounds they react to. They're adorable little quirks. I guess I've grown kind of fond of them. Welcome back, third promise. Accomplished the feat of gold, have you? Yes, there is no mistaking a valley alpaca. I commend you on your success. Well done. Yes, we did it. Although, I couldn't find a shiny one like Zoro Ja did. I'd be surprised if you had. Golden alpacas are born but once every few decades. They are exclusive, solitary creatures that are rarely seen, much less captured, thanks to their innate physical and magical gifts. Only a single other person is known to have caught one before, that being Gulul Jaja himself. Papa was chasing alpacas too? So my grandfather's story says. It was before the founding of Tulolo, in a time when the mountain giants, the Yokoi, held our people in thrall. Compelled by their overlord, our forebears would ride their alpaca mounts to the highlands to deliver gifts for food and other tributes. Those were wretched days, to hear grandfather tell it. Then along came the young Gulul Jaja, yet unburdened by the mantle of the bondservant. Our people were amazed by his imposing two-head figure, equal to the Yokhoi in stature, and puzzled by his entourage of mismatched companions. And some trembled in fear, believing a new conqueror had come. Yet Gul Jaja showed no such inclination. He sat and spoke with us, sipping from the cups of mate tea we offered him, and grew somber when he learned of our plight. None could have anticipated what their visitor decided to do next. Gul Jaja ascended to the cliffs to face the giants and freed the Pule from the Yokhoi's subjugation. He then turned an aspiring eye upon our riders and proposed we take to the road to peddle our beverages. The suggestion seemed obvious for one who traveled as he did, intent on fostering a mit between the clans. So, it was that a few words from Gul Jaja transformed us into a clan of iterate merchants. I've never heard the Bon Papa forge with the Pila spoken in that way before. The saga is not so detailed. Then you may not know that Gul Jaja sought a sure-footed guide for his trek up into the highlands. Thus did he capture a golden alpaca. So, my brother and my father caught the rarest of creatures, while an ordinary one was the best I could manage. The feat required no more than that, Third Promise, and you brought back a perfectly wonderful beast. Mob Lou's right. You are a perfectly wonderful beast. If anyone's ordinary, it's me. Not only did you accomplish the feat of gold, you also made many trades and brought joy to many people in true Pulu fashion. I sorely doubt your sibling could have achieved that same result. You should be proud of the accomplishment which you earned your keystone. Go on, put it in the tablet. Let's go. We got other stuff to do. Five more to go. You're well on your way, Third Promise. We'd have been lost without you, Babalu. Thanks to you, I learned so much about the Pule people and your customs. It might seem obvious, but I've come to realize the importance of properly knowing something. It was because I didn't understand the alpacas that I was uncomfortable around them. I'm thankful to you as well, Urqopacha. You've given me the courage to say what I wasn't sure I could ever say. Tobli, I want to leave the ranch and become a merchant. I appreciate everything you've done for me, and I love every moment caring for the alpacas. But this is something I need to do. I need to walk my own path and make my own trades. As your parent, allow me to say one thing. I've always tried to give my wards lives filled with as much happiness as I could provide. Yet never once have I wanted that to be the only happiness you knew. You have my blessing to walk any path you choose, Mabu. It gladdens me to hear you found a calling you wish to pursue with such passion. You will make an exceptional peddler, I'm sure of it. Thank you, Tobley. What did I tell you, my blue? There is one last thing I can help you with, Third Promise. You need to find the Golden City, right? That's the end goal. Then I suggest you talk to the Yokoi. I'm sure I'm saying that wrong, but whatever. They once ruled over far more than just Urqopacha. I'm saying that wrong too. And Pulo. And 1,000 years ago, they were the overlords of Dawntrail and all its people. During that era, the Pulo were commanded to search for the City of Gold. They scoured every corner of the continent, but never found any trace of that fabled place. But if they didn't find anything, what could the Yokoi have to tell us? They may not have found it, but the fact that they thought to look for it at all makes me curious. Perhaps there's value in delving into how the legend originated. We lose nothing from asking questions. Besides, if we determine to follow the path of the saga, we'll be visiting the giants eventually. Oh, Cryo, I have a question I've been meaning to ask, and since we finished with the beat, where did you acquire that earring? My earring? Do you recognize it? Yes, pieces just like it first became fashionable in Dawntrail around 20 years ago. Since then, it's become common to wear one as a charm for safe travel. 20 years ago, right about the time my grandfather made his journey. Yet the Dawn Serpent implied the earring was connected to the Golden City in some way. Surely there was more to this significance than a simple fashion. If you want to know how it first came to be crafted, I could try to find out. Seeing as it's a regular seller for many merchants, I'm curious to learn about it myself. I would appreciate that very much. Thank you. Jumping feet first into the peddler business, eh, Mobilu? Right then. That's 2 keystones down. I say we head back to Tuliolo and plan our next move. Farewell for now, and thank you for all your help. I will become Dawn Servant, so make sure you set aside your best mezcal for the occasion. She has a fearsome opponent in her brother of hers. He even brought a golden alpaca to heal. But you heard Zoraja's supporters talk. They might see opportunity in his expansion ambitions, but they find the man himself intimidating, terrifying even. Whereas I've grown to love Urqopacha. Everyone she meets will come to love her too, and that's why she'll win the throne. You might be right, Mabu. You might be right. All right. feels good to have the feats of gold safely under our belt, even if my victory pales beside Zorolja and his shiny golden alpaca. I know I shouldn't let it bother me. And gods know you've all been so supportive, but I wanted to be strong or wise like my brothers, to be a promise that people respect. Which is not likely if I stand here carrying on and on about things. Let's move on. Back to XIV with us. The contest has hardly begun. And this is where we go away. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. Trying to finish off my stream. This is where we travel. Oh, actually, I don't have to do all that. Crap. Bro, it's nothing worse than stupid little flies. Nothing worse. Those little bums get everywhere. Oh, I'm tripping. All right. All right, look at us. The contest has barely begun and we've already had 2 keystones. Surely, even my talented brothers aren't doing this well. We can only hope. Alright, that is the end of that quest. And that is the end of that line. We will call it here for tonight. Thank you guys for hanging out with your boy. I appreciate it. Let's see. Won't be back tomorrow. I'm going to take the wife on a date. So that means no more streams this weekend. Do check out the second channel if you have not had the opportunity to check out the second channel. I will post it here one last time. It's my second YouTube channel. That is my firearms channel. I have launched some new videos over there. Some what we call car combo videos, because I record them in my car and I talk to you guys. Kind of takes me back to my early days of MCLC, where I would record my crystal openings in my car, and then I would send them to Dave, and he would play them on. I think I got it, or I did not. It flew away. He would play on his Cavalier openings Fridays, and I would have music playing in the background, so sometimes you have to mute me. But this time, no music, because obviously I'm recording a video for YouTube. So, but cool. Thank you guys very much for hanging out. Until next time, it is your boy Ghost Dog signing out. Peace.